very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Minnesota Vikings. Teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
Throwing first play is Herbert. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and fake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. They're having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To the air again, Herbert. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Anytime you think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to gift the 3rd down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Herbert back to the air. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Offense was moving them a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Running on first down, Eckler. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Sherman. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers 7, Vikings 0.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
First down 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Let's go now. 52 plastic. 43 rail. Check.
They start the drive with Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Cook. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Well, this defense for the Chargers, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, here's Franks. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And some space here. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They hand off to their big tight end. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And taken right on the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position. Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Vikings, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On second down, it's Cook again. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Quick, yellow. Ready?
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He's got it to the 43 here. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On second down, Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
4th down, Frank's going to throw for it. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
They'll find Everett there, complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 44. Herbert. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
And 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. The 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So what a play there in the final minute of this first half. They get the interception. More importantly, their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, and that one play certainly changes the outlook, doesn't it? I mean, they're looking at going into the locker room, no points on the board, not playing well defensively, deflated, and now things may have changed for them.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert escaping the pressure right. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Second down, Franks. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Setting up play action, Franks. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And some room to roam now. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there, because as that pumped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Second and 9 now from the 21. It's Eckler again. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Eckler now between the tackles. They'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the give, this is Eckler. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. The handoff, it's Eckler. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Herbert now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the 2nd half and take over.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11.
Ready?
Frank's looking to throw. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. This is taken at about the 14. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run here with Eckler. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 31, Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with a football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and
he's got a man, complete. And then he take him down, but not before they work this to the 45.
17, right here. Red, cycle.
On 1st and 10, Franks. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Here we go.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Running for it, here's Cook. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Here is Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Chargers 1st down.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Chargers, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.